And I'll come back to the 4-mile circus. I'm going to play more games from Vampire the Masquerade Jam. Played 5 at the start of the week, and now we're back for more. There's 88 entries. The submission is now over. So the jury's out. We're going to find out who's going to win this thing. I've picked 5 more. Let me go to my little library. We're going to start with Waning Crescent. Waning Crescent is made by Gaia Fiorenza. I hope I pronounced that right. It's a visual novel. And it there's 3 endings. It's got a glossary in it which will be very useful. What is a thin blood? A thin blood is a vampire whose blood's curse is too weak to be fully manifest, leaving them somewhere between life and undeath. Who is believed to be an omen of the end times? A vampire who gets branded by their full-blooded cousins if captured, to be recognisable, traceable, and sometimes hunted down. Let's go! The art style looks amazing, isn't it? Looks really good. That long dark feel to it. I haven't tried running any of these yet, so let's see what happens. And we're off. We're installing. Thought it'd done all this. Have a drink of gin while we're waiting. Or is it blood? That's gin. It is gin. Okay, we got it. So the Dark Pack is an agreement within the... I'm not sure entirely what it is, but well, just dropping the volume a little bit. Too low. That seems about right. Can you still hear me out there? I'm not sure what the Dark Pack is exactly, but it seems some sort of agreement that has been reached. Right, let's have a look at the quick look at the glossary. Adult movement, a loosely organised set of vampires which rejects the traditional society of the Camarilla and fights back against the tyranny of the elder vampires. Freedom fighters, rebels, others a little more than street toughs, and centuries-old vampires embraced between the French Revolution and World War II. They're amongst the oldest. I'll never remember all these. Autarchis, vampires who remain entirely outside or aloof from the wider vampiric society. Okay, Beast is a name given to the collective set of instincts. I read about this a little bit earlier. Hungers and drives installed in a vampire during the embrace. Some vampires personify their beast as another personality within themselves. Blood bond, a powerful connection forged between 2 vampires, created when one has drunk the fresh vitae of the other. Ooh, saucy. And blood leech, vampires who feed exclusively on the vitae of other vampires. Wow, okay. Is that a thing? It's too much. It's too much. I'm going to have to just wing it, I think, a little bit. You know what I'm talking about, even if I don't. So, yeah. Nosferatu. A clan of vampires who all, it is sometimes said, wear their curse on the outside. Great film. What are the options? That is a little high for my computer. 1920 by 1080 we have indeed. Let's apply that. Let's go back. Lost the volume, lost the sound. Let's hope it picks up. Artwork is amazing. Next item of order. The declaiming woman in the dark livery stands stiff-necked. Too much starch on her collar. Should there be sound? I'm worried that there should be sound, that I just killed the sound somehow. Yeah. Yeah, good. I must allow myself the luxury of silently mocking this congregation of monsters, lest I give them the satisfaction of my fear. Florian Mayer, thin-blooded, you stand in the court of Budapest undeclared, infringing on the tradition of hospitality. Isn't it good? In absence of your sire, their breaching of prodigy falls on you also. She pauses, the stark echo of her voice tumbling back and forth against the frescoed ceiling of Saxonaire Palace? Saxonaire. Yeah, Saxonaire Palace. They must have picked this place for the acoustics to enhance the pomp. The Prince's mercy allows you to take the mark of the crescent moon and continue your existence under Camilla law. Camarilla law, not Camilla. All my faults laid upon me, and my escape so narrow it's stifling. I fight against the tightness of my chest and take a breath. I'm not going to look at the prince. I'm just going to take a bow. They call some of their humans herd, but here tonight I'm the cattle. They promised me a branding, and what do I do in answer? I bow my head and shoulders to appease them. It feels like eating salt. Shit. I straighten and dare a glance at the prince. Okay. She sits on a grand upholstered chair under the soft glare of the chandelier, and a coronet of diamonds sits glimmering on her dark gathered hair. Death froze her youthful looks and her sense of fashion. Oh, burn, vampire burn. Her white dress and pearl necklace look like relics from before the Great War. In fact, so does the oval of her face. I've seen it in school books and documentaries. She subtly lifts her chin. In our benevolence, we have decided to allow you a choice, Thin Blood. If you prefer it, your death will be quick and painless. Okay, that sounds... I don't like choice one. Or you may elect to accept the crescent moon mark and live under our oversight and protection. Take option B. There's room for revenge there, isn't there? Provided that a generous member of this court cares to keep you in their domain. I shift my eyes left and right. The beautiful and the damned, sitting around the room, most of them would pass for human at a glance, at least until you see their eyes. They're avid. They glitter in their finery, and none of them are pretending to be anything but what they are, dead things in fancy dress, as opposed to me, dead only in halves. So, read a little bit about Thin Blood beforehand. Thin Bloods aren't quite either, are they? And they're despised for that and hunted? I think that's right. They are watching me, that cold thing in their eyes. I am tonight's entertainment, a passing thrill to liven up dull eternity. Oh. Wow. All strangers except for two of them, a Nosferatu and a Toreador. I look down and seek help from neither. I look at the Toreador. I look at the Nosferatu. I'm going for the Nosferatu. Tamas Vague, my acquaintance, secret protector, handler. Hideous like all his kind, yet somehow compelling with an air of rakish confidence. His face twists into an angular shape, eyes set wide with a gleam in their depths. He has always reminded me of an owl. The patterned cream and brown silk in which he's wrapped tonight does nothing to dispel. Thank you, Shooter Girl. How you doing? Nice to see you. Patterned cream and brown silk in which he's wrapped tonight does nothing to dispel that impression. He stands without a single glance my way, as if aware of my attention. I will take him. Whatever else they might be, a well-trained Thin Blood can be of use. You like the voice? Just came up with that there and then. He speaks solemnly, but with a touch of humour. He makes me sound like I'm a pet. Oh, you emotes. It makes me sound like I'm a pet. A dog he'll keep leashed and muzzled and teach not to piss on the rug. And then I startle, my eyes jumping right. Don't look at me. I return my attention to Tamas, though I strain almost all my attention elsewhere. It is William's voice. William Harley, my Toreador. Well, calling him a friend is at once too little and too much. Oh, I made the wrong choice there. Made the wrong choice there with the Nosferatu. He wants to turn me into a dog. I didn't know. I haven't played the board game. He hasn't spoken aloud, and I realise with cold horror that his voice vibrates smoothly, crystal clear in my head. Good, now listen. Say that Mr. Fay knew of you and did not denounce you, though he has better standing than I. Discredit him, and I may step in instead. My heart drums erratically. Funny how that still happens. Very well then, Florian Mayer. The prince calls. What is your answer? I look up and remember. I remember William. I get that right. Are we good? Okay. The cat escapes my grasping fingers with a shrieking mew. No, I need a person. He's gonna go take a cat's blood. It's late enough that I know I will see the aurora soon, and though I won't burn, I'd sooner have the fire than crawl through the day in this sorry state. But this place is not even... Nah. Buda? It's just Buda's thrice damned residential streets, and at this hour of the night there were no people outside on this side of the Danube. Get it out. Speak. I fall to sit on the concrete base of a fence. The metal bars ding against my back. The overgrown garden behind me rustles. I press my palms against my eyes. My teeth have sharpened, lengthened. They rattle and ache in my mouth. This hunger is not in the stomach, nor of the flesh. This hunger would make me try to tear up asphalt barehanded if I knew blood flowed in the ground beneath. I strain my ears. I hear footsteps. I jerk my head up and search the street frantically. The man I see keeps his hands in the pockets of his coat. I stare at the tendon flexing in his neck, visible above his scarf, and the high neck of his cable-knit sweater. Nice! He's wrapped up for the cold. He approaches me along the sidewalk, and when he's about to pass me, glances sideways to look at me. God, finally. I try to convince him to come close. No. I stay still and try to follow him as he leaves. This isn't my style. Lurking, yes, but I've never tried assaulting a man when he's distracted. Perhaps it's time to learn a new approach. Wait. Wasn't this the guy? Okay. My mouth is watering as if I was staring at a desert behind the glassy window of a patisserie. Love patisseries. The stranger takes a step ahead, and I see his mouth curl slightly, eyes glimmering with faint amusement. Then he turns his face straight towards me. I wouldn't try it if I were you, by the way. My shallow breathing stops as I am nailed to the cement of my seat. It's excellent writing, isn't it? The curl of his mouth opens into a brief smile, flashing me his fangs. I'll drink to that. Well, fuck. I must flee. I try to apologise. My jaws clenches. I want to bite him. I must bite him. His blood is thicker than a human's. It would be delicious. Sir, I am sorry if this is your domain. Not precisely, but you needn't worry. What's your name? Florian. I gape, the word fleeing out of my mouth too quickly, unthinkingly. I hope he's with Liderk, or any of the other anarchs. I double-cross this. No, I hope. If he's with Liderk, or any of the other anarchs I double-cross, this is certainly where my run ends. Too far from Tamas' domain for his cameras to protect me. Cameras, yeah. But the stranger smiles, his expression oddly mellow, appealing. I'm William Harley, and you, Florian, are acting a little starved. No one enjoys seeing a frenzy in the street, especially after you've been noticed loitering around the area for 2 nights. Besides, we are quite close to sunrise. The grey haze in the air adds to the agitation that rolls and roils in me, a parasite that can never break its shell, a beast too weak to awaken, but he doesn't know this. He hints down the street with a nod. Come, I know a place. Bereft of options and exhausted, I stand, wobbly on my feet. The undead do nothing for free, but I'll worry about the cost later, so I follow. This is a visual novel for a game jam shooter girl. He makes me wait outside of a grey apartment building shadowed by old pines. When he comes to call me, the 2 women who welcome me in don't even look surprised by what I need. Okay. When I first met William, I had already been working for Tomas, and did so afterwards for months. What do you have for me tonight? I've got the voice back again. The room is dark, except for a pool of amber from an expensive Tiffany lamp spilled across the old polished wood of the desk. Tomas sits half in shadow and half in light, in chiaroscuro. That word, I know that. It makes his gaunt face seem even sharper. I push the folder across the desk. Is that too loud, or is it alright? I push the folder across the desk, and Tomas takes it, flipping through to skim my notes and look at the photographs I've taken. But I know he'll want to give me to give him a summary too. I recite quickly. Andras Cortez, a phlebotomist at St. Rochus Hospital, is addicted to painkillers and having trouble getting his fix. They've locked down the supply, probably noticed someone was skimming. Feed him what he needs and he'll get you blood bags and won't ask questions. Well done. If all else fails, I can always employ the oldest leverage of all, blackmail. St. Rochus isn't within my domain, but if the deal happens to take place here, well, he's pleased with his loophole. He finds a lot of those, talking about working within the system to get things done. I hardly understand the rules he plays by, let alone how to bend them, but when it comes to me, I've figured out he's breaking them. Tomas leans forward, his craggy face moves from half shadow into full light like a moon waxing through its phases. What about the other task I've set you? I love my voice. Have you found out more about the voice? A fringe group of radical eugenicist anarchs who keep turning up when I look into sources for blood harvesting. Tomas once called them a hop and a skip from Sabbat, whatever that means, but I do know they're dangerous. Before Tomas took me in, I'd run odd jobs for a few anarchs, including this one guy, Lidurk, until I cut him out of a couple of deals and he caught me at it, almost killed me. As it turns out, good old Lidurk isn't quite a member of the Voice, but he has connections to one of their cells, and I have connections to him. A lot of moving parts here, I'm trying to keep up with it. I'm pretty sure it's the main reason Tomas keeps me around. But before I answer him, I have a question of my own about all this. I want to speak directly to the man. I ask him directly. I do know a few things. I've been working on it like a good little dustborn. I always have to prove my worth to full-bloods. Tomas protects me from Lidurk and his friends. He even teaches me when the mood takes him. But I sometimes wonder if that's only to make me more useful to him. Sometimes I wonder if this is all my life will ever be. I already told you everything I knew about the Dirk's business when you picked me up. And you just asked me to take what I know and find out more. Is that how it always be? You're always wanting more, no matter how much I give you? He's nice enough for a Camilla full-blood, but I still brace after asking him that. I clench my jaw. Smash watches for a moment in silence before surprising me, giving his hoarse caw of a laugh. You think I'm using you, is that it, Florian? I am, of course, I make no secret of that. I stare at him, mouth open. It's what kindred do. We're predators, but outside of the gangrel, not usually the kind who run in packs. The only way we have a society at all is by building a web of favours and debts. Everyone owes each other. Everyone uses each other. You use me right back, you know. I agree. Of course I do. He has no idea what my life is like, always stuck somewhere halfway between. I can walk in the sun. The beast inside me never breaks free to rampage, but I still have to drink blood to survive. I'm still not human and can never be again, and his kind hates me. He's rather dapper, isn't he? I like his look. If Tomas is able to offer me any protection at all, I will do whatever I have to do to ensure he continues. I owe you everything I have, and I can never forget that. But you do a lot for me too. Of course I'm using that. Oh, the night we met he saved my life, and no full-blooded vampire ever does any favour without calling in the fee for it later. But working for him isn't anywhere as bad as dying in an alley, so yes, I do what I must. Oh, Florian, you're more a vampire than you ever give yourself credit for being. It's symbiotic. I use you, you use me, we both get what we need. He's a bit croaky, isn't he? He sounds amused more than anything. Maybe even pleased with me for admitting it. You don't even sound upset about that idea, me using you. Tomas laughs again, shakes his head. Why would I be upset? Let me continue this for you, Florian. All kindred use each other. Expect it, and you'll never be disappointed. And any lick who tells you they're not using you is lying. You have to ask yourself why and what it is they really want from you. Very well, so it's a matter of withholding what I know to prolong my usefulness, or ensuring that he keeps me by proving I can do whatever he wants of me. Well then, I'm gonna withhold the information. I am using him, and I'll continue to do it for as long as I can. It's a difficult line to walk between giving him enough to justify my usefulness to him and stalling, dragging this out boner, giving him information piecemeal. The longer this takes, the longer he's watching out for me, but I can't have him start to rethink his arrangement either. I have a little information I could share tonight, I just have to be clever about it. Half-truths go further than full lies. Tomas taught me that without even meaning to. So I lie. Hi Epic, how you doing? I don't have much more on the voice. I followed one of Lidurk's Iran boys, but I lost him in Buda before he met up with anyone. I'll keep trying. Tomas watches me across the table, and for a moment, I think he's seen through it. But then he leans back and steeples his claw-tipped fingers together, sighing, and I relax. Buda, is it? Buda, is it? So I suppose that's why you cross the Danube so often, seeking information on the voice. No other reason. I relax too soon. His tone is mild, but I can tell he's probing. His eyes have that glint. I should know better than to try and keep secrets from a Nosferatu, but I've managed it before. I tell him I only go there to hunt another lie. I tell him about William to divert my attention. His attention. It is Vampire the Masquerade night. I'm doing 5 hits. This is the first. This is the waning. I think this is the waning. I've probably got that wrong. We'll check it over when we're finished. Nosferatu loves secrets. If I give Tomas a nice big one and relate it to the work I'm doing for him on the voice of the blood, it might be enough to distract him so I can keep playing with my little delaying game. William has been nice to me, but he's an independent. I doubt he can protect me like Tomas can. No, I go to Buda because I have a friend there. He helped me out once when I was starving, and I visit him some nights. He's nice enough, but a little strange. It's true enough to be believable. We've talked for hours, but William sometimes seems so distant and uninvolved that I couldn't say how he feels about me. I don't even know why he helped me that night we met. A friend? Kindred, I presume? And what is his name? Is he a Camarilla? I'm not going to act like a vampire. They don't all have Transylvanian accents. I don't want to speak like that. I'm not going to do that. I was right. He seems interested. His focus sharp. I nod in answer. Yes, he's a Toreador, I think. I don't think he's with the Camarilla. But he's not an anarch or anything, don't worry. Or Tarkis, he said once. I don't even know what it means, but he's not connected to any of this, just someone I know. Drink, thank you for the liver attack. Tomas leans forward, eyes glinting in the half-light. Half an answer, Florian. I won't try to forbid your friendship, but ask yourself, who is it he answers to? Why he's interested in you? Your Tarkis are the unaligned. They have no allies, no protection, and no rules. Be wary of a solitary predator. They usually try to hide something. Thinking again about how maddeningly composed and closed off William is, I feel a touch of disquiet. Tomas watches for a moment and then smiles and leans back. Pretty cool, Nosferatu. Continual work on the voice, then. Now, was there anything else tonight? I consider. There is something I need if I want to hold on to what few benefits I get from being even halfway a vampire. A taste of Tomas's vitae, so I can keep using the blood-born disciples, which make my nights a little easier. Disciplines, but blood-born disciplines, not disciples. Asking is awkward and I hate being even more indebted, but I can't put it off anymore. One way or another I need it. I go for the direct approach. Awkward or not, there's no point in beating around the bush. He knows my reasons, so I just come right out and ask. I need more of your blood. I'll never be as good as you at that disappearing trick, but being able to hide more effectively would be helpful for the voice job. Tomas chuckles warmly, surprising me. He loves me. He loves me. I wondered how long it would take before you asked me again. Your restraint is admirable. It's easy to become addicted to the vitae. Vitae. Blood leeches are pitiable wretches, if dangerous ones. But moderation in all things, even in moderation, yes? When you need it, just ask me. He rolls up his sleeve. Fetch me a cup from the sideboard, wouldn't you? Can't I just take it straight from the vein? I retrieve the cup and set it in front of him. I wonder why he doesn't ask me to drink right from the wrist. That's what I was saying. In fact, he's never asked me to, never tried to take advantage of my potential ignorance of blood bonds. Tomas bites open his own wrist and drips vitae thick as syrup into the cup. I smell it and my fangs ache in my jaw. He's right that I could get hooked all too easily. He hands me the cup. I drink. Sweeter than honey, richer than wine. Tomas's vitae slides down my throat, and something inside me responds to it. The blood welcoming this new infusion. I don't know what my face looks like, but Tomas smiles indulgently. Do you need help feeding now to make better use of that? I shake my head. No, I can handle it, thank you. When I leave Tomas's lair, I descend several sets of stairs and emerge into a humid tunnel. I exit through a public toilet in Caletti station, where the green and red lines of the undergrounds intersect. Pretty cool, huh? I love the art style, and the script is amazing. As to why I would cross the Danube again, well, a thin blood learns early on that it's better not to lay all your faith at the feet of a single altar. Tonight I sit in William's living room on a frankly unimpressive sofa, covered by a quilt. The entirety of his apartment is unforgettable, except for the paintings that hang on every wall. He moves about, gathering pastel oils and setting them in a box. I look at him. Always pallid, never bothering to flush his cheeks with blood, dark circles under his eyes which make him look very ill, sleep-deprived or heavily drugged. In other words, just shy of dead. I know that feeling. He must have kids. I should be forthcoming with you. I startle at his sudden address. He is barely even looking my way. I keep silent and let him talk. Expectantly, I watch him arrange the oils in the box. If I let him ramble, perhaps he'll say more. Though I was part of the Camarilla, my current situation as an independent has taught me much about navigating the waters between the Camarilla and other factions. I believe you know how this feels. So let us say that I listened to what a Malkavian friend of mine had to say, enough hints to learn that a certain man called Liderek would really enjoy getting his hands on a thin blood called Florian. I've known this for a little while. As he speaks, a cold weight settles in my gut. Glance quickly towards the window, as if my anarchic pursuers were right outside the thin curtain. Let's be cool, let's be cool. I ask what else he knows. And is this all you know about me? He leans against the table, his hands holding the edge. I know that on occasion you came sneaking here unseen, which of all things considered is a fairly good idea. I didn't even know Thinbloods could do that. Unseen to mortal eyes, yes, but clearly not to his. I came to this small house that I cannot believe is his true haven. Surely he wouldn't be so foolish as to show me where he spends his days. Other times I came to Buda to check on my old piano teacher, who I still remember with uncomplicated fondness. A lost life. Cheers, everyone. William's voice, smooth voice, shakes me from the memory before it can take hold too deeply. Presumably that makes you very useful to Mr. Vey. I stare at him, and almost human despite his looks. He sighs. And if it's any consolation to you, that one was much harder to figure out. I wet my lips, take off my shoes, and tuck my feet under me. As I lie against the sofa in the silence, William tilts his head as if to reframe me. Going to his cupboard, he takes out a pencil and one of his sketchbooks. The sofa winds under his weight as he sits at the other end, facing me, wielding his pencil at an angle, his wrist held just so. This is the third time he has drawn me in black and white. I ask him about himself to even the score. Let's do this. Working with Ledurk's Anox and Putamasses afterwards, they taught me the value of information. Maybe they will forever prevent me from playing their games at such a level, the same level they do. But trying doesn't hurt, and maybe I want to know William a little better. How are we doing for time? Right, we need to wrap this one up in a second. The pencil scratches the paper rhythmically. I can imagine myself playing piano in his room. As this man fills his pages with my face, his mold green eyes flicker up and down, searching and capturing my features to transfer them to his art. I am always filtered through a full blood's gaze. In this case, at the very least, it's pleasant. You never told me whose domain this is. I only realise he has stopped breathing entirely when I see him deliberately inhale, presumably so he can speak. It belongs to a rather influential clanmate of mine. He's partly to be thanked for the fashionable renaissance of Bartok Bella Boulevard in Ubuda, and I believe was trying to do the same here. Residents aren't very keen on the idea, though. I ask where he comes from. But originally? A pause. He fills in the shadows with small movements of the pencil. Yes. You aren't Hungarian, right? No, of course not. I'm British. I should have been speaking like this. Sorry. I used to live in London a long while ago. I haven't quite had the chance to return. Not that it's an option these days. I shift carefully on the sofa, turning to look at the landscape of green rolling hills, its frame unable to rival the beauty of the painting. William says nothing of my change of position. He hardly ever protests such minutiae. I can easily imagine that landscape on the wall of a London townhouse of the past century. Do you miss that life? Or unlife, I suppose? In England? No. Either way, I don't. That was not a lot. He still speaks of his vampirism in a very blasé manner, a thread that has often resurfaced since the night of our very first meeting. When I took his hand on the fateful night of our first meeting, it was icy cold. I thought little of it in the moment, too distracted by my pangs of hunger, but it has remained consistent all through the long months of our acquaintanceship. His hands are always cold. I regard him carefully. Last page, I'm afraid. I see. I remain silent for a long moment. I can probe for more, or perhaps see if I can startle something more of a reaction from him. I'm gonna draw this one to an end here. I think you're gonna have to find out what happens yourself. I think they said there was 4 endings, so I don't know how long it goes on for, but I think we've done over half an hour now, so I need to bring it to an end. So let's save it though. Can I save? I have to just quit. That's mean. So there you go. We'll bring this one to an end. Really liked it. Wonderful waning crescent, not just waning. Wonderful soundtrack and script. Love the art style. Here is our team. Gaia Fiorenza and Archon Boon. I'm going to just murder those names. I guess these guys are Hungarians, maybe. But there you go. Red Robotics is the music. Creepy Atmosphere by Blocky. So there you go. Enjoyed that one. That's our first one. Waning Crescent. And again, that's available to play on itch. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Go see what we've got next. We have got Sacrosanct next. Excited. Sacrosanct. This is by Attier Blizzard. Veronica's dark gift was neither earned nor given, but a consequence of a bigger picture she has no stakes in a life an anarch by heart, in life an anarch by heart, in unlife a ventru porn. I need to get up on this terminology. The picture painted by the whims of her sire. This is a snippet of a moment in her life. Okay, it looks like it's 3D environment or something. E to interact, control to crouch, jump near edge to climb, A, D to shimmy. Okay. We're going to do some shimmying. I'm sorry, I thought these all had installed. How's everyone in the chat? You all right? So there seems to be quite a few visual novels in this jam, which I think it sort of lends itself to visual novels. And there's a lot of those in itch.io. I still don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if it's itch.io or itch.io. There we go. This one looks like it's got more of a 3D environment. Excuse the install. I thought this had installed. I had installed it, but it's obviously got a little way to go first. We're almost there. Extracting. I try not to play them first, you see. So you get it as I get it. Oh, come on. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Why is it extracting again? Okay, wait a minute. Game files. Game files. Game files. Not extract. We've done all that. No, 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 no. God damn. No. Word. No, problem file, no game work. Oh. Let's open the folder. Vampire Jam final. Is it this one? Oh, we are in. Do you see my hacking then? Anybody hacked the game, got in there. Okay. What made me jump? Just drop that volume a bit. Let me drop there. That is so loud, I can't hear my own voice. Oh my god. Oh, so loud and so bright. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Not loud for you guys. Okay. Just, I think I can drop the volume on the stream, but not on the game. Okay, we've got a note. Tonight I write to you for one last time. As my arduous task comes to an end, I am sent to steal the sacred blood of the Unveiled One. Okay, that's just normal. We do that most nights, don't we? After this, I participate in the games no more. If I survive, I will refuse, no matter the consequence. She stole our future, and now she sends me to my death. I refuse to be her play toy. I'll be her playboy, but not her play toy. Sorry, to the one who should have been my sire, yours, Veronica. I appreciate the drama as always, honey, but you can relax. You know we won't let that happen. Enter through the ceiling windows. Okay, this is the game. Enter through the ceiling window. The alarms will be disabled. Loose them through the rooftops. I will distract the hunters. Follow the crosses to get you to Sanctuary. I left something for you there. You'll always be one of us. Okay. That's good. Just put the volume back up a little bit for you guys. All right. Okay. Off we go. So what? Go through there, they said. Enter through there. Let me just have a little look around. Wow, I feel I need some depth of vision. Depth of field. If it feels really close. Can I fall off? Oh. I can't fall off. Let's have a little look around. Okay. It's pretty neat. Has she got like low slung jeans on, or is that a big belt? I can't quite work that out. Is that? I don't know. I like it. Okay, so we're doing some sort of heist for someone. Oh. And we're in. Are we nicking this? Blood vial. Sacred blood of the Unveiled One. Sentient melody. The plasma calls upon you. Are you listening? Oh, I nicked it. We've nicked it. It's laggy for you guys. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me see if I get any. Yeah, I can see. There's no I don't think there were any options, were there? Yeah, I can see the lag. Wait a minute, shall we stop it? And see if there are any options in the let's stop it. Let's go with the launch again. I don't remember there being options, to be honest. So if there aren't options, for me to, it's probably running at a too high a, doesn't look it, but it's probably running at too high a res. Wow. Oh, that's bright. Maybe it'll get a bit better. If not, we'll have to just take it easy on it. Yeah. Okay. I'll try not to look around too much. It's running fine. So I don't quite know why it's laggy. Okay. Can we get back through that? And we're out. Okay. I'll try and keep the movement a bit smooth. Hello. We're going this way, I think. What did it say at the start? Follow the arrows or something. Follow the clues. Okay. Yeah, it's fairly smooth on my screen, but not smooth on the capture. Okay, wait a second. Oh. Pretty good though. Apart from the lag, which may be my fault. I'm not sure. But the game environment's good. Can we get across this? Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh, I seem to have trapped myself in this area. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need to stop playing it. It'll be a real shame. There might be something in the game file that sets the screen res. What am I doing wrong here? What am I doing wrong? Speak to me. What? Okay. Just want to jump over that bit there. Let me over. Let me over there. Okay. Okay, wait a second. Let's just see. We're going to close that again. We're going to check that out. We're going to look at Sacrosanct. Is there any... No. Yeah, I can see that it's quite tough to... Does this give any... what it will open at? Change high DPI settings. Okay. Not sure whether any of that's going to help. Let's try it. Ooh. No. That is in fact worse. Oh, that was a shame. Okay, well, I think that's... Unfortunately, I think that's a little unwatchable for you guys. So, it might be that it's an issue that can be resolved. And I can get to play it again. There's other games to play as well, so I might revisit this. Oh, yeah, I just want to get into there. Oh, oh, it's a shimmy, and we're in. Oh, wait a minute, we're going up again. Oh, that's Spider-Man. Right, now we're in. Just hold on, come on, everyone, grit your teeth. We can make it. All right. So it's got a sort of. Huh? Okay, maybe there. Like that. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to come back to this one. I feel like it's a little too jerky for everyone, but that's not a problem. I'll ask the developers if they know anything about this, and I might come back to this. Come back to this later. But that was, for those who like the what they saw so far, it was quite good as well. That was Sacrosanct, and that is by Arthur Blizzard. Okay. So moving on to Praxis. This one looks a bit different. Okay, Praxis. You've embraced. So this is by Urban Magi. And it's called Praxis. You have been embraced. You are now a powerful vampire who seeks revenge from the tyrannical Prince of Portland and slayer of your sire. Can you gain enough allies? Can you hold off the Anarch Rebellion? Can you survive the hunter stalking the streets long enough for you to claim Praxis? Choose from one of the 7 vampire clans, explore over 20 plus locations and meet unique and memorable characters, build up enough political sway from a secret court of vampires to overthrow the most powerful of them all, fend off enemy vampires. Well, a lot of moving parts. Controls: move the camera, slide your mouse around, zoom, scrolling in, click and drag. Okay. Let's launch this bad boy. Yeah, I like the look of the last one. It's just that's so loud for me. I get it to a point where it's okay for me, and then bump up your volume. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, Praxis, begin unlife. So, Ethan Williams is the Bruja. That Bruja or Bruja? I keep mispronouncing it, I'm sure. So I've got good stats. Known disciplines: celerity, okay, potence, and presence. Oh, I like the Nosferatus. We went with him in the last game though, so he's got a bit of Arpat about him, hasn't he? He's like Arpat, who's been on a strictly heroin diet. Yeah. I'm gonna go for Veronica Huang, who's from Clan Tremere. It's like the look of her. She reminds me of Wilma from Scooby-Doo. Got good logic. I wanted to sneak, to be honest. Wait a minute. Let's go for as Nosferatu's got the sneakiness. I'm going to stick with the Nosferatu. Animalism, obfuscate, and potence. And again, it's a very similar likeness. It looks similar. Let's go. Okay, you don't remember much from that night. A costume party, a masked stranger, teeth, so many teeth, and the horrid creature that was just behind the mask. You remember being terrified when they brought you to a dark and wet place, forgotten by the world and underground. Then they did something to you. It felt good, really good. You assumed it was just a few moments of passion. Hey. However, they were taking something from you, something vital. You felt weak, faint, faded. Your consciousness was rolling in and out, and somewhere deep down you knew the truth. You were dying, and the person you went home with watched with cold desire as your spark slowly faded. Okay, but you didn't die, did you? Instead you awoke in the arms of a different creature, a bestial monstrosity of tusks and wild animalistic eyes. Hey, is that you, Devolution? They brought you somewhere else, somewhere beautiful but cold, and you couldn't help but feel like a helpless gazelle amongst a pride of ravenous lions. You were presented before some kind of leader, a secret king called a prince. Your acquaintance from the night before was there as well, laying beside you with a wooden stake driven into their heart. That night you watched in horror as that person's head was violently removed from their body. Okay. The thing that brought you here, that twisted monster ripped the person's head off with his bare hands. Someone you had been so close with seemingly moments before. The creature came to you next, his grotesque hands dripping with blood. You watched, unable to move as those bloody fingers grasped your skull, poised to remove your head next. Suddenly a voice cried out from the hungry crowd of onlookers, and they begged for mercy. Mercy for your life. After a few hushed whispers, a deal was struck. Your saviour gazed into your eyes, and you felt yourself falling, deep asleep. Okay, I think let's get to it. So what? It looks quite a different looking game to the others listed, which is why I sort of picked it as one of the options. Okay. You awaken. A voice tells you to awaken, and you feel your eyes flutter open. You were asleep. How? Before you stands a beautiful dark-haired woman. She says that she knows you have questions, so she'll do her best to answer. What happened to me? She sighs deeply, saying that you've been transformed into something else, something other than human. She tells you that you are something called kindred, or as the less cultured would call it, a vampire. You have questions, ask them. So if a vampire, do I have powers? Why did that thing rip my friend's head off? I've asked enough questions. Do I have powers? Let's ask about the powers. Are we invisible? Ask about vampire powers. Lily tells you that the kindred have unique powers based on their clan. She mentions that they are called disciplines, and she rattles off a few of them. Dominate, auspex, presence, obfuscate, animalism, potence, protean, dominate, fortitude, blood, sorcery, and celerity. That's a lot of... okay, fortitude is a discipline that allows you to survive even the strongest of attacks. Okay. Obfuscate is the art of becoming unseen. You become obsessed. You can be invisible. I was just joking about the invisible bit, but it can be. You become unseen, becoming so unnoticeable that you are literally invisible. Potence. Potence is a discipline that allows you to become supernaturally strong, even allowing you to jump incredible lengths. Presence. This is a favourite of hers. It allows you to seem beautiful and dominate in a social setting. It allows you to imbue someone with fear if they cross you. Protean. Protean is the art of self-transformation, allowing one to become more animalistic. Usually involving dangerous claws and eyes that can see into the darkest of places. Okay, no more questions. No more questions. Let's get to the game. She's exhausted. The sun's about to rise, and you should both get some sleep. Okay. You awaken, you feel different, hungry. It's like an insatiable force is gnawing inside of you. Lily walks into your room and tells you that it's time to leave. You're expected to be seen at Elysium soon, a safe place where the members of the Camilla meet. You're asked to get ready. What will you wear? I'm gonna do something casual so as not to stand out. Oh, no, we're gonna elegant and graceful. We've all seen Nosferatu, the film. Wouldn't stress. You return to Lily. She looks you over, nodding approvingly. She mentions how the clothes are not her style. Screw you, Lily, but they are very you. Okay, that sounded like a backhanded insult if I've ever heard one. Lily. Throws you a car key and tells you that you are driving her to Elysium. Okay, drive around the city of Portland. Just simply click and drag a character to a location of a choice. Okay. So that's me, Ruben Gilman. Okay, I'm going there. we're entering. Whilst we're waiting, I'll remind you to hit that like button and even subscribe if you like what you see. I've also got a Twitch channel which this is being filmed on, and there should be a link on the bar of the YouTube page to take to my Twitch channel and hit the follow button there. Okay, we're at Elysium. You both drive to Elysium, a massive skyscraper in the heart of Portland's downtown. The same crowd that watched you nearly die at the hands of the sheriff watches you with hungry, predatory eyes. You cannot help but feel every leering eye intensely locked on you as you walk alongside Lily. The Prince of the Camarilla stands on the stage before you, preparing to address this court. People talking. Prince is always talking. The Prince goes on to talk about the current state of Portland. He mentions something about local anarchs rebelling to reclaim Portland from the Camarilla. And as the newest member of the Camarilla, it will be your job to gather intel on them. The audience of the Elysium spreads out after the Prince gives his speech, and you notice a young man approaching you. Who's that? He tells you that his name is Tobias Rozak. He is one that has been gathering intel on the Anarch revolt for the past few months. He says Anarchs are a group of kindred who resist the rule of the Camarilla. According to the information he gives you, there have been many attempted insurrections against the Camarilla, with the Anarchs attempting to reclaim the city since the 90s. However, the Camarilla has held strong. Why do the Anarchs hate the Camarilla? Well, it's because they like rules, isn't it? Well, it's not. Tobias says the Anarchs believe the rule of the Camarilla has become too corrupt. Due to the large number of elder vampires that rule it. He goes on to say that the Camarilla have only recently, within the past few decades, claimed Portland for their own, and the Anarchs want their domain back. Sounds like there's some history. Tobias, now exhausted from describing the turgent past of the Anarchs and the Camarilla sects, asks if there's anything else you'd like to know. How do I gain intel? He mentions an old abandoned car garage that a couple notable Anarchs usually hang out at. If you sneak around there, you should be able to gather some intel. Abandoned car garage, got it. What's an elder? We don't care. We're on our way. Okay, Lily tells us to be careful that if you have any problems, come to her. Alright, look, at the side here we've got status. Reach 100 status to overthrow the prince. Funds. Influence. Intel and security, and we've also got on this side we've got our hunger, health and willpower ratings. Okay. Some locations have missions that allow you to gather a resource. In the case of the car garage, you'll gain intel, one of the 5 coterie resources. Status represents your standing with the court. Yeah. Funds represent your financial situation. Influence represents your ability to interact politically within the court. Intel represents your informational currency that can be bought or sold. Wow, it's a complex game, this. Security represents how well you've kept up with the Masquerade. Security rating below 0 will result in hunters invading the city. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. We're gathering intel. So we just automatically gather the intel. After hiding around the car garage long enough, you eventually hear a group of people loudly talking amongst themselves. You wait and listen to the conversation. They talk a lot about a rebellion. The rebellion! Having the numbers to take the city, and most worriedly even mention that the vampire that made you was a secret Anarch spy. Okay. Word? You want to hear more of this, but before you can, one of the Anarchs seems to somehow notice you despite being completely silent. What will you do? Let's sneak away. You sneak away as fast as you can. We're stealthy. Dexterously avoiding any possible noise until you leave the car garage. You continue to run into the night free. You hear shouting behind you. Hopefully they aren't coming with you. You get away safely for now. I wasn't going to fight. Alright. What's next? Have I got to go back? Return to Elysium. Okay, return to Elysium. Tobias is hanging around the massive skyscrapers, We've got some intel. Realising you're approaching, he asks how the mission went. You inform him everything you've heard. He seems surprised but not concerned. He says he'll get the information to the sheriff immediately before asking if you have something called a coterie. What's a coterie? A coterie tells you that coterie is a group of vampires who work together. He loosely refers to it as a club of some sort. When you say no, he asks if you'd like to make one together, insisting that it's safer in numbers. We're going to make a gang. We're going to make a vampire gang like the Lost Boys. Can we be called the Lost Boys? I want to be called the Lost Boys. You agree, perhaps a little hesitantly. Tobias seems happy, but tells you that Lily has been looking for you. What does Lily want? You'll find Lily in the Elysium. She notes how out of sorts you look after that mission, but insists it gets easier. She says she wants to introduce to someone. You walk over with her to a particularly large painting filled with intricate details showing a naked man bathing in a field of wild roses. Is this who you want to meet? Lily gives a chuckle as she says the person she's expecting is still on his way. A moment later, a young man approaches the both of you. He introduces himself as Xavier Takahashi, the Keeper of Elysium. He says it's his job to keep Elysium going calmly and smoothly with as few violent outbursts as possible. Lily mentions that he's an artist of the painting, that he's an important member of the Camarilla. He says he can't wait to get to know you further. Can't wait to get to know you more as well. Xavier mentions that he wants you to succeed in the Camarilla, but to survive requires a lot of social graces. He realises you socialise amongst the crowd at Elysium, get to know everyone, or if you want a social, you could ask the sheriff if he has any jobs. He also notes that in Kidra society, status everything can be earned by doing jobs for the members of the Camarilla court. We say goodbye, we say thank you. Go see the sheriff. I shut up. Oh look, we've got Tobias now as well. He's our man. You stay there, Tobias, though. You just stay there. We're going to go see the sheriff. I like the artwork. The sheriff tells you that he has a new job for you. He says that this time he needs you to break into the blood bank and destroy some evidence. He claims that a sample of vampire blood has been brought there and it does not want any kind of information getting out. Okay, blood bank. So we send Tobias on that dangerous mission. I think it's a job for me. It's my job. I'm doing it. Blood bank as well, you know. It's like going to McDonald's, isn't it? Let's find the sample. Dun dun dun. So I like this. Completely different feel. You know, it really stands out amongst the other games. It's a very different tack to the other games. There is quite a bit of variation, but this seems totally new. Okay, wait a minute. Let's have a look. We enter the blood bank. Fluorescent lighting fills the waiting room. Time to look for that vampire blood sample and destroy it like the sheriff asked. You go into the back room and the person behind the desk isn't looking. What do you do now? You find the computer and hack into the records. So that has a level 3 logic check. You know what my logic is? Logic 2. 40% chance. Impersonate a nurse. I'm not going to impersonate a nurse. Look at my mug. No one's going to be. Let's look around for it. Level 3 awareness check. Okay, 40% chance. Let's look around for it. Roll failed. Uh-oh. So do what? Your skill rolls failed. Click to spend one willpower. What do I want to spend my willpower? Oh, I lost some willpower. A bodyguard. Try to keep your head low in case you run into anyone, and eventually you overhear two phlebotomists arguing about a weird sample they've come across in the testing room. You are now in the testing room. You find multiple blood samples, but in one that's literally labelled weird blood. You take it and proceed to leave. Have a little sip of that. But just before you go out, you hear outside the door a security guard doing his round. How will you get round him? Well, I don't know. We've got just go invisible with obfuscate. Plus one to hunger. Okay, I see. I see how these conditions are being affected now. Fight is... We've got 1 for fight. Our main thing is sneaking, so we're going to go with sneak. 50% chance. Well, really? I can't spend that. You sneak around his vision as carefully as you can, but as you turn to leave, he spots you. He asks what you're doing back here. And escorts you out of the blood bank. After being escorted out unceremoniously, he decides it's best not to return to the blood bank for a while. The sheriff will be mad. Okay. How about now? Let's try again. Just a little break. Just went outside and had a little cigarette. Let things calm down. Straight back in. Or should we be sending our man in? Tobias. Should he be doing it? They'll sell blood to the right buyer if it came along. Okay. Tobias. We need you on this job. So where is this? Portland. Okay. Okay, he's got a lot of willpower. Okay, we've got to leave that. Apparently we can't carry on with that for a bit. We'll send Tobias to see the sheriff. Okay. You're telling me that you got caught, annoyed. He tells you that there will be more chances to prove yourself to the Camarilla. Okay, we're going to send Tobias in to take the heat for that. He's going to socialise. So yeah, I like it. I like the way that the quests that you're doing are affected by your various skill levels that you've got inherent in the character that you've got. He's just smoozing there. Oh wow. Look at that, she's a hot looker. Madeline Flasker. You're approached by a Nosferatu woman named Madeline Flasker. She says she offers intel for cash and wants to see if you're interested in buying. What cash have we got? We've got 500. We can't do 500. That's all our money. So we do it. Can't do that now. Maybe later. We're just leaving him schmoozing, so his influence is just going up. That's what he's doing. Okay, we're gonna head back. We're gonna head over there myself. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? We just found a location as we were going along. What will you do? Your phone buzzes. Look at his phone. Got like a little marking on it. Get a strange sudden text from Lily. It reads, "I'm sorry. In the coming days, you will learn things about me. Please do not think ill of me. If you care about the city, even little, you will dethrone the prince, climb the rungs of status, take his throne, claim praxis. You do it for Portland. You ponder what any of this means. Is Lily okay? Perhaps she can be found at the Elysium." Can I go in there as well? Can we both go in there? 2 in a bed. You're going to have to come out. I'm going in. Something's happening. Must be the main character. Alright. You return to Elysium, eyes glued to you for some reason. As you shuffle through the crowd to get a better look at the stage, you see the sheriff and the prince holding up the staked and torpid body of Lily. Oh dear. The prince calls attention to everyone, saying that Lily has been an Anox spy among the Camarilla. You don't know what, but you see something leave her torpid eyes as she gazes off listlessly into the distance. Like her very essence and soul is being purged, the prince throws her to the ground, into the audience, as she begins to smoulder into nothing more than ashes and bone. You have just witnessed the only kindred to show you true kindness killed before you, and in such a profane way. This is horrible. Something inside you breaks. You don't know how, but you don't know when, but you will climb the social ladder of the Camarilla and dethrone this prince. With or without a war between the Camarilla and the Anarchs, you will have some resemblance of revenge. You will leave the Elysium, a newfound purpose flowing inside you. Time to build your coterie up, I don't know how to pronounce that word, and get to work. Exit. Alright, we'll go back here. No, don't go there. Can we go back here then now with more new purpose in us? Let's get some blood. Can you let me do it this time? Come on! Walking the streets looking for stuff. Merde. Okay, let's go socialise then. Looks like we're back here. We're socialising. Where's Tobias? Oh, a heated debate has broken out between two powerful clans, and they've asked you on which side you think is right. You should choose carefully no matter what. It would make an enemy. Denounce Clan Nosferatu. Well, that's crazy. How can I gain 3 status if I denounce my... Okay, yeah. Denounce Clan Gangrel. Well, we're going for that, aren't we? You claim the cunning Nosferatu are more noble than the senseless animals that make up the Clan Gangrel. You've made an enemy of Clan Gangrel, but an ally of Clan Nosferatu. Hopefully you've chosen correctly. I hope so. What's the sheriff got to say? Okay, he wants me back tomorrow night. Is there a... Okay, there's a night 5. There's a little thing up there in the top left-hand corner. Showing days and nights. Okay, so we can just hang out here and socialise for a minute. I don't know what you think of this one. I like it. I think it's quite cool. I don't know how long this game is. Obviously, I'm coming to the end of my run time on it. But I like the play area. I like the way these statistics on the left-hand side are going to affect how I get on in the game. Oh, we've met Lochwyn Vale. Lochwyn, she's got a third eye. You are approached by a bright kindred. She mentions that her name is Lochwyn Vale, and she has kept more than both eyes on you. She's a member of Clan Salubri, known for their third eye and a very rare clan. She is interested in joining your coterie, but will only do so if you can give her some vital information in return. What does she want? You divulge the information she needs. Okay. We just gave it her, we didn't know what it was. She joins you. Yes, let's go. Hey. Oh, look, she's got a lot of willpower. Okay, so... So just have a little... She's just having a little look around town. Go down the main road, checking out these buildings. Oh, blank range. Okay. You're simply shopping for weapons at the local gun store when the store owner tells you that you look like the kind of person that can handle themselves in a fight. He hands you a card that leads to something called the blank range and tells you to ask for Bill. Bill, we've got it. You have ranked up. You are now a neonate, not neonante. La la la. Okay, wait a minute. You are Victoria Driscoll, just hanging out here, socialising. All these women coming up to me. You are approached by Victoria Driscoll, a kindred woman with hair in a tight buttered, shrewd, cold but beautiful eyes. She is a member of the Primogen Council and runs a high-class gentleman's club downtown in Portland. Rumour has it that she is descendant of the Hardestad. Tell me about the club you run, tell me about itself, ask if you can manage your coterie. Club. Gentleman's club. She gets her best money and intel from the girls that work there, for kindred and the staff are available for drinking. She refers to the staff as blood doles. Okay. She mentions that she was always looking for more kindred to staff the place. If you're interested, it's been a pleasure. What was that it? I only got one conversation on it. Okay. Let's take Lochwyn to the blank range. Let's go to the blank range. Okay, yeah, I can just notice my camera's a little bit in the way there. I've just brought it underneath. There you go. You can just see those stats there. We arrive at the location. It's an alleyway with a heavy iron door painted with a mandala-like crosshair graffiti. You knock, which makes a sliding panel reveal a set of eyes behind the door. They ask who you're looking for. We're looking for Bill. The person behind the door shuts the iron panel closed with a metallic thud. A moment passes long enough for you to wonder if you gave the wrong name when the door slides open and you walk inside. Inside is an underground weapons market with things you know you can't buy in the store shelf legally. Let's shop. Okay, Bill, he asks you what you'd like to buy, something to fight better with. What weapons have you got, Bill? Pulls out the perfect weapon. It seems balanced to perfection and fits in your hand. All the 9mm. I can't remember the rest of the gun the Terminator's asked for, but yeah. You ask how much and Billy tells you the price. Is it worth it? How much is it? It's $3,000. Is he mad? Only mercs. Billy tells you the Black Range has some mercenaries. Brutus. If you're into that sort of thing, and calls someone named Brutus from the back of the room, a hulking man with cold dead eyes approaches. Oh God, 2,000. That's way too much. We'll hold off on that. Nothing today, Bill, but good to know that you're there. Good to know that you're there. Okay. Meanwhile, we're just building up influence there. And she goes to see the sheriff. Night 6 now, so wait a minute. A kindred named Leon Brown has been putting together a large startup company. He tells you that if you invest, you'll have a chance to double your money if the company does well. He approaches you and asks you if you'd be interested in investing. We can invest 500. It seems like it's not worth anything else. Okay, we've dumped all our cash into that. We didn't even look at it, did we? We were just like, yeah, just take it. Can't buy any guns with it. Alright, that's okay, so it's night 6, so we can go back now? I would go back to the sheriff now. Alright, we're gonna wrap this one up in a second. But I've enjoyed it. I like these little pop-up quests that are coming up from the socialising. The sheriff seems really displeased. He mentions that the kindred of the Cameron Court has become a white. They must be put down by someone before the scandal goes any further. What's a white? White's a kindred who has fallen to the beast. The beast has taken full control of them and reduces. Yeah. I'm just telling you, Epic is so impatient. Sheriff says that a white is a kindred who has fallen to the beast. The beast has taken full control of them and reduced them to nothing. More than a creature that feeds indefinitely and causes chaos. Sounds bad. I think, I'd like to say we're busy right now. None of us are fighters. Can we all go? Let's do it. We're going to go out with a bang. We're going to bring this one to an end. There's no bargaining with the white. The only way to deal with it is kill it. He also mentions a reward. We like the sound of a reward. Guess I'm going to go white hunting. Smile of approval. At least you think it's a smile. Hard to tell with all the teeth. It tells you the location of the last place the white has been seen. Let's go get it. It's at the car garage. Okay, wait a minute. You feel the urge to enter a particular store. A strange shop. Wow, things are just popping up. It's very cool. That bank, the siren's cool. Oh, there's the shop there. Okay, so I think the white was at the car garage, weren't they? Why is that ticking away? Wait a minute. Where's my other character? Where's he? Where's he gone? He's over there. You go in there. He's going to work as a waiter. Okay, let's go earn some money. And we're going to go take care of this white. This might be the death of us. Find the white. You find the location where the sheriff described the white's last location, but there's no white. Looking around, you realise it could have gone anywhere. Try and figure out where a creature like this would have gone. Look around trying to piece together where you go. If you were white, probably something out of the way, somewhere where few people would show up, but enough to feed regularly. Your attention is drawn immediately to a nearby parking garage from where you now hear a scream. Sounds like white location. Use potence to give it a powerful strike. We're going in there. We're going to add one to our hunger. Back on, Hadouken! You attack the white with a powerful punch, sending it flying back into a pillar. Bits of shattered concrete fly around the pillar as the white makes impact. The creature falls to the floor before getting up, looking pissed. Oh. The white charges you, massive claws at the tips of its fingers, giving out a terrible feral hiss from his blood-soaked lips. How would you like to avoid its attack? We're just going to block it. We're going to go for more potence. We're going to empty ourselves on this beast. Didn't sound right. You know what I mean. You block the white slashing claws, dodging as a second slash nearby nearly slices you. After a third evasion attempt, you notice an opening to attack. You have one final chance to kill the white. What do you do? Potence attack. blood squirting from the creature's body, you take your weapon and inflict one final strike on the white. It gives out a final screech before you going up in flames and ash. Exhausted, you have successfully killed the white. Okay, we're a little bit hungry from that. We need to feed. You wander the streets when you hear a quiet moan coming down from down an alleyway. It sounds like someone crying out in pain. Will you investigate? Yes. Sounds like dinner. Oh yeah, it is dinner. You walk down the alleyway following the sounds of moaning and pain until you stumble upon a woman. She has been stabbed and robbed by an unknown assailant. You run over to her to try and save her. Really? What? We're going to save her, are we? But blood is gushing out in all directions and you can sense her heartbeat slowly dying. What will you do? There's no way I'm feeding her my blood. No use letting blood go to waste. Feed. I mean, that's looking your gift horse in the mouth, isn't it? A terrible deed. Really? Really? Okay, we're fully sated, so that hunger should drop now. That's my hunger rating. Well, my hunger rating's still 4. Uh-oh. I didn't... My hunger rating should have gone down there, surely. Let's go talk to the sheriff and tell him what we did. Your waiting table is when you accidentally slip and spill multiple drinks on a high-paying client. What would you like to do? Exit. He's going to leave. Let's go speak to the sheriff. The last thing, let's talk with the sheriff. Let's get our ransom before we leave. Okay, so you return victorious. You tell the sheriff that the white has been dealt with. Happy with your results, the sheriff gives you some money and a little intel on the prince as well. We'll pocket that money. It's $300. It's $300. That's really cool. Okay. I really like that. I think that was just picking up pace as well. I just haven't got the time it takes to play this all the way through. But yeah, I really like that. I really like the art style of it. I love the game as well. It's a very interesting sort of a take on this jam. And I haven't seen one like that yet. So yeah, that was Praxis. I think that's definitely one I'll come back and have another go at a bit later on. Because I feel like I've only just started scratching the surface on that. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Let's go back to its page for a second. Yeah, so that was Maxis by Urban Magi. Maggie. I think it's Magi. Alright, next. Let's move on. Again, if you're just forwarding through and getting to your part, this is the Vampire the Masquerade Jam that's available to play on... well, the games are available on itch. I'll just take you to the home page of it while I open this up. It is here. There is a link in the description. There's 88 entries, and I think I'm doing a bit of background reading. It comes from a board game, and there's a various set of rules and some very good prizes as well. $1,000 for first place. So it's attracted some really good games. Anyway, get back to the beat. Okay, we're on to VTM Vampire the Masquerade Home. What are you willing to do? Who are you willing to trust? Sounds interesting. So this is Home. So it's a short visual novel, this one. That looks pretty cool. And this is by Yami Notama. Notama. Okay, is there any other description there? And David Libro, sorry. Alright, needs an update. So a lot of these games are... Oh, I hit skip update by accident. Let's try again. A short visual novel about a thin blood with nothing to lose who tries to change their destiny. I know I skipped it, I'm an idiot. I'll max this out. Events portrayed in this game are not canon within the world of darkness. This game just features descriptions of violence, abuse, and death, and depictions of blood. Right, that's bright. Okay, I'm just going to leave you with that for a second while I get a drink. All this talking has made me hoarse. I'll be a couple of minutes. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. That would be wonderful. And there should be a link to my Twitch channel, which is where this is being filmed. Let me just change the volume a little bit. Yeah, this is being filmed on my Twitch channel, then uploaded to YouTube, so you can there'll be a link to my Twitch channel, and hit the follow there. Right, I'll be back in a second. Okay. All right. Let's go then. Short visual novel. I'm glad you decided to call me. Paige? Hearing him use your real name in that crackle of a voice made your stomach churn. It's me. Have you decided concerning my offer? I have. Meet me where you turned me 3 days from now at midnight. So I missed that. I've gone too quickly. I think he said I can't wait. Okay. It seems like nothing changed much since I left this town. A few stores came up and went, but it still feels like home. With that thought, I still can't shake that thought. I never wanted to return here. Was it after I changed? No, even before that. I just wanted out. But this is where I need to be, because this is where he made me into this. Red text indicates a train of thought. Click it to reveal new information. Okay. A bloodsucker. Not even a full one as far as those stuck-up control freaks are concerned. Bloodsucker. I took care of my hunger. I drank blood, hopefully for the last time. Not that's what I want to do anymore, but even now I can feel myself beginning to struggle. Unlife is rough as thin blood. I just want this to be over. It's not as if I didn't try everything else. Exorcism, blood transfusion. Hell, I even tried praying. But if there is no other way out of this, I must follow through. After all, he took my life. Oh, wow. She's got a knife. Like that artwork, it's only justified to take it back. I wonder if it's long enough to pierce his heart. It certainly does look like that's going to... Yeah. That was cool. I like that little interjection of artwork there. That's what I need to do, right? Stop shaking, Paige. You wanted to return. This is what it takes. Pull yourself together. You never asked for this. He made that choice. He dragged you by your hair. He forced his blood down your throat and pushed you in a pit. Still remember how cold my body felt when I lost consciousness. What I thought was the last time. It's time to take back control. You reholster the knife into your jacket. A lot of things have collected in its pockets over the last few weeks. The letter of a sigh you would love to forget, a coat hanger, all bent out of shape than yourself, and your phone. Letter. You need to talk. Your sire. 582282 something. It just appeared in my bag a few weeks ago amidst the struggles I was facing. I could not deal with it at the time. I couldn't deal with a sudden message from my blood giver. Still, even after calling you, it's hard to concentrate on the numbers. Guess I just hoped he died. But right now it's better that he didn't. Okay, coat hanger. I always carry this around. I bent it to an L shape and flattened the head. I can pick old locks that need one of those big keys with this. Okay. My phone. The weight of your mobile phone lies heavy in your pocket. Maybe I should throw it away. Maybe I should have done this a long time ago. But it's hard to cut ties with everything that lies behind me. I couldn't do it yet. The screen shines bright in the darkness as you turn it on. 32 missed calls, 17 text messages. Messages. I'm sorry, Paige. We're sorry. We miss you. They're all like this. Most of them from Jay. If they continue like this, they will become true poets. As if. But should I really do this? Should I call my coterie ex-coterie? They will just try to persuade me, but maybe it would be for the better. I don't know. Just don't call them. We're on an assassination mission. Here we go. No, you reap what you sow. It's their own fault for abandoning me. You put the phone back in your pocket. You hurry. You're close to your parents' house. Me, finally. I'm home. I'm really home. The lights gleaming through the curtain shine like a beacon of hope in this dark, cold night. You approach the door. So we're going to ring the doorbell. It's our parents' house. Ring the doorbell. I'm so excited. I'm afraid. Will they even recognize me? Do they still look the same? It's been a long time. Nothing happens. It seems like nobody is home. Did they forget to turn the lights off, or did they just not hear the doorbell? Could they be vampires themselves? And I was just getting carried away there. Either way, it seems like I have to find another way inside. Okay, it looks like we're going to the cellar. Hope this still works. You start walking to the backside, the hand clutched around the coat hanger in your pocket. You flinch. I wasn't expecting this sound. It's Jay. Oh, it's always Jay. Huh? Get lost, Jay. Get lost. I don't want to hear your shit right now. Too right. They had their chance. I'm not over their betrayal. Exactly. You put the phone away. I feel queasy. I should go back to what I was doing. You walk around the house to the backside. Okay. Yeah, they still have the same door. You pull the bent coat hanger out of your pocket. I knew this might come in handy when I finally get here. You put one end of the metal device inside the odd lock. Twist it a few times. Yes, it's open. This saved my ass more than once since I became this. Thank goodness I was such a rebel as a teenager, clicking on teenager. I snuck out a lot of nights when I was younger. Intelligent as I was at that time, it was more common than I'd like to admit that I'd forgotten my keys. But I'd also already had taken the hidden key and had forgotten to return it. I had to get creative. That's when you learn this kind of shit, so I guess my stupidity gave me some useful skills in the end. But then, fuck, I let the house run down. Oh, it's the cellar. It's the cellar. I was about to say they need to do some vacuuming or something. I guess they get a duster out. You open the doors to the cellar. The light of the old fluorescent lamp flickers when you turn the switch. It emits a humming sound. It's still as messy as when I left. They are never going to use any of the furniture that's down here. Let's have a little drink because I've got a sore throat. In the meantime, it only got worse. The couch is mouldy. And where do all these chairs come from? You smile. Yes, it's still as messy. What are we doing here? Let's go to the living room. Let's get on with this. A few lamps close to the windows barely illuminate the room. Oh, it's kind of dark in here. Doesn't seem like somebody's still awake. Maybe they kept the lights on for... I don't know. Mom, Dad, are you here? No answer. You don't have to be afraid. It's me, Paige. I'm back. I'm sorry I had to break in. But I didn't know how else I could come inside. You didn't answer the door. Still no answer. Hello? You open the door to the room where your parents used to sleep. Furniture is still there, but no parents. Maybe they just went to a restaurant or something like this. Well, you return to the living room. It's been a long time. I guess they don't have to stay at home every evening moping about the disappearance of their only child. Yes, they deserve some relief. What are we doing here? I want to know what we're doing. We're going on some assassination mission. You wander around looking at the decoration in the living room. What should I do next? Do they even live here anymore? Yeah, the stuff in the cellar is still the same, and even if they have a new couch and a new TV, I recognise some of the furniture. I look at the badges. You walk up to a sash covered in badges hanging on the wall. They still keep them here. My parents were so proud when I joined the Scouts. It was a mixed group, but I hated it. I wanted to hang out with my own friends, not with some kids I was forced to spend the afternoon with. I quit as soon as I was old enough to stay home alone after school. But they kept the badges that I'd gathered over the years in the living room as a reminder for what I was missing out on. Wait for the next night. Let's sharpen my knife. That's what we should be doing. We should just be in the kitchen, maniacally sharpening our knife on a whetstone. I'll meet him tomorrow. He left me all alone. He never told me anything. If it hadn't been for my coterie, I would have been dead a few weeks later. Or perhaps we should have answered their text messages. Maybe I should have answered the phone, yeah. What am I supposed to do until then? No living soul is here. A cold gust of wind brushes across your neck as the door is pulled close behind you by an unknown presence. As you turn around, your muscles tense at the sight of the monstrous face. You would never forget that face. It was etched into your memory the night you were embraced. It's a Nosferatu, isn't it? Sire, did I startle you? That was not my intent. Like my Nosferatu voice. What are you doing here? We agreed to meet at that warehouse. He's no fool, is he? Did you follow me? You should know about this house. The address was written on your old phone case. I had to start my search for you somewhere. Your blood runs cold. Your fingers still shake, charged by the jolt of sudden terror. Taking a look around the room from the exit he is blocking to the counters and walls, unease sweeps into your mind. Frantically, your eyes hover over the dark shadows in every corner. Where is my family? Seems like the obvious question. I think he's done something with the family. What did you do to them? They are quite safe. They finally got to take that vacation they were talking about all the time. How'd you know about that? Did you spy on my parents? Not in particular, but I was around here a lot. You learned to be quite observant. I searched for you, gave you the letter, gave you the choice you did not have before. You are the only one left, Paige. All the others I created are dead. You are my last chance to apologize. Oh, wait a minute. What? Wait a minute, that took a left turn. Has he got a little tear coming from his eye? Is he upset? It's like, what? Are you kidding me? Why should I listen to anything you have to say, let alone believe it? You killed me. You ruined my life. Because of you, I need to drink blood. You turned me into a killer. Yes, all of that is true. I can't take back what I did. Nothing can make up for what you did, but I can. Pull out the knife. Should we go for it? What do you think? Do we have a little chit chat, or do we try and stab him? Anyone in the chat? Anyone want to make that decision for me? More than happy for someone to tell me to stab him. No one? No one going to tell me? Okay, he wants to apologise though. We've still got time to stab him, I'm sure, after this. Let's find out. Me, yes, and nothing will ever make up for it. I hate you from the bottom of my heart. How could you do this to me? Why did it have to be me? It didn't. That's just what we did. Pick some people off the street to use them against our enemies. It had nothing to do with you, Paige, to take it back. I didn't think about what it would do to you. I wouldn't have cared back then. I do now. I dedicated my existence to finding you. It took a while, but you are here. You are finally here. You came back to me. You gave me a chance to say my piece. For that, I am thankful. Maybe it's not too late to change my path. It's like a regretful Nosferatu. It's going to be hard to stab him now. He's made it very hard to stab him. God damn him. So set on stabbing him. I'm going to let him live. You intent your arm under your coat, still holding a knife. You turn to your sire. I came here to kill you, but that's not who I am. It never was. You said what you were here. You said what you were here to say. Now leave. I will manage. I will still be in town for a while. If you decide you don't want to be alone, meet me at the cemetery tomorrow. And he's gone jam like that, like Kaiser Soze. Gone in the night. And once again you are alone. You lose yourself for a moment, wondering if you made the right choice. Silently you wander through the lifeless rooms. With every step, across the hardwood floor, your thoughts wander with you further and further until you open the door to your old room. Okay. It's getting early. I should get some rest while I can. You close the blind and slide under the dusty covers of your childhood room. Staring at the ceiling, you relive the events of the night. Finally, after hours of being alone with your thoughts, your eyelids grow heavy and you drift off to sleep. Waking up in a place you recognise is unfamiliar, but not unwelcome. You straighten your clothes, taking in the room around you as you pull up the zippers of your boots. If he wouldn't have turned me, would I have stayed? In the first few weeks I didn't even think of my family, yet in all those years they didn't move a thing. My second place trophy I got in track and field, the scratch across my door frame Dad made when his hand slipped taking off my door. Mum? Dad, are you there? They even still have the hair trimmer my mum used to shave my head. I probably would have left either way. I felt trapped here. But it wasn't like they didn't care, they probably cared too much. A few more seconds to soak it in. After all, I will never come back to this house again. Why not? They will do good without me. I am not the child they lost. I never was. After taking one last breath of the smell that used to cling to you wherever you went, you turned to the exit. I miss you, Mum and Dad. Always. It's a bit of a tearjerker. I can't depend on choices made for me. For the first time in my life, I am completely free. And I've been terrified for the past few weeks. Do I need to be alone to be free? I think I'll have to find out. Yeah, he can act pitifully all he wants. Even if he changed, I don't owe him forgiveness, let alone my company. I don't think that's true. That isn't why I want to meet him, but I think it's just time. We had that epiphany last night. And I don't think we need to meet again. I think we just go our own ways now. I can't trust my coach, and I certainly won't jump to trusting a man I have seen to be a ruthless monster. Is that Jay? I can look out for myself. Only one thing left to do. Yeah, it was an interesting story, Pondering Minds. It was quite cool. I didn't get to stab the vampire because it made me feel bad about that. I mean, you know, I was desperate. I really wanted to stab the vampire, but I couldn't actually bring myself to do it. It seemed wrong. You keep your head down as tears well up in your eyes, blurring the sidewalks, lights and people. Me, I was embraced in this city against my will. I was right by their side as my childhood friends died. All I wanted was to be free. Free from my parents trying to protect me. All they ever did was to try to keep me from being free. But no one can set me free. I have to break out. Word. Finally you reach your destination, the bridge. Towering over a broad, raging river with water black as the night surrounding you. You take a deep breath, tightening your grip around the phone. With a guttural scream with all the might in your arm, you fling it over the railing, and you collect yourself. They will hunt me. They'll all hunt me. But I will be twice as cunning, twice as careful, twice as nice. I will survive. I added the twice as nice bit, it just rhymed. Ending to revive, I will survive. At first I thought I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I would never live without you by my side. Okay, that was cool. Unlocks gallery. Alright, let's have a look at the gallery, what we got in there. Okay. Unlocked one, didn't do anything else. Oh, look. Decline. Still friends, forgiveness. Okay. Look, right? It's that where we meet him in the graveyard. He's all naked in the graveyard. Glad we didn't go to that. Still wanted to stab him. Alright, that was Home. That's a cool little game. Nice little story. Liver attack. Okay, I will drink a drink. For those of you watching the YouTube channel, in my Twitch channel, you have certain redeems that the people in the chat can do. One is to make me drink alcohol, which is getting me borderline alcoholic. but I don't mind. And the other is to wear a hat. And sunglasses. Sunglasses or a hat. I'm going to go with this hat perched on the top of my head. I think if I put the sunglasses on, I might not be able to see anything. Right. Sunglasses and hat. It's just silly. It's all silly. Alright, so that was Home. Again, that is available on itch. And it is part of the Vampire the Masquerade Jam. It was by Yami no Tama. And it was really cool. I like it. Really good storyline. I like the returning home. I like the way it managed to stop me from brutally stabbing a vampire as well. I was all set for that and just didn't do it. So we're moving on now. We have got we're moving on to Sacramento by Night, I think is right. Yeah, Sacramento by Night. Prowl the streets of Sacramento while you hunt down the Prince of Sacramento so you can claim Praxis. There's a lot of moving parts there, but I think I basically understand. What I was drawn to by this game is it looked unlike anything else on the Jam. It looked kind of unusual. It looked like those games where you play like a fire service or a police service and you've got to direct yourself around. So it had that sort of feel to it, and I thought that looks different. It doesn't look like everything else. So I tried it. I was not able to get everything in. Who does? So stick to coterie background, skills and attributes while leveling up. This is my first game release, so please let me know of any issue. Okay, controls. Character button on the top left opens your character sheet. Notifications alert will show up in the bottom left. Healing, end turn, escape back to Haven, and sleep are in the bottom right. I'm sure it's all going to make sense. The map markers are places to visit with information about Sacramento. They'll also show information about what's going on in that area. The Anak movement likes to hide under your nose, so be sure to check behind the map details window. Of course I'm going to do that. Okay, so this is by Regime Dev, not Reg. I think it's Regame Dev, not Reg Ami Dev. Who knows? I might be right though. And it's Sacramento by Night. Okay, again, if you're just joining us, this is I'm playing this on I'm playing this on my Twitch channel. This one's got to be installed as well, and then uploading it to YouTube. So if you are watching on YouTube, please remember to hit the like button and even subscribe. That would be wonderful of you. And then follow the link on the banner where my title bar is. And there should be a link to my Twitch channel. And go there and hit follow and come and watch some games with us and play some games with us. We all play games together on my channel. It's good fun. Play a number of games, but I've started to play these jams. Okay. How's the volume for you guys? Looks a little high. Just drop that down a touch. Okay. Alright. Continue game. Oh, there isn't one. Okay. Okay, settings. Turn it down a bit so it doesn't deafen me. Bring it up a bit for you. Word. Okay, let's do a new game. Wait a minute. Okay. So, we've gone with Nosferatu all night and I'm sticking to it. Oh, I can put my own name in. Word. 4 Mile coterie name is The Circus. Sounds good. I was going to put Lost Boys, but it's been used already. Predator type. I don't. Cleaver. Voice type. Type A. Okay. Oh wow, look at all these bits of artwork. Nosferatu, I think we're going to go with... something that looks old and... There you go. Okay, is that... We've done it? Okay, so... Alright. There's a lot going on there. Okay. So that is my haven. So we just click on places to go to them. Is that right? It is night 0 and I guess sunsets when it comes all the way around. I'm not sure. We'll find out about this. Yeah, it's 8 PM Friday. Okay, let's go there. Okay, let's have a little look around. God, there's a lot here. Wow, look at the artwork. Artwork's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that. Okay, so these got descriptions here. It's very small writing, so you guys won't be able to read it, but that's a bar to visit. Bridge District. You'll be able to read maybe the top parts. Southside Park, Land Park, Sacramento City College. Right, let's start at the top then. Let's start here at Natomas. It's a community in northwestern Sacramento. Okay. Enter the district. Now, and then what do we do? That is cool, yes. Okay, so we clicked on that, and that submitted an action. Okay, so in the bottom right you can hit the button there to heal, wake up, which will incur a hunger check, sleep. If you sleep for 3 scenes in a row, you will regain 1 willpower. Okay. Escape to Haven. So at the top I've got my clan, my name, and then I've got Hunger 0, Humanity 7, Willpower 5, Generation 12, Health 6, Stains 0, Resonance none. Okay, all things that I'm sure will become clear. So now I'm in that area. I can, you can't scare me, randomizer. I can investigate. And then I click that. Okay, what's going on there? It's a major centre of employment. So it says, okay, claim the district. Right, we've claimed it. The sun will be out after the next scene has finished. You should head to your haven. The sun will be, what time is it? 3 AM. Okay, let's escape to haven. Okay, we're back in our haven. We're in Camarillo. Okay, and what we sleep? What's remorse? Remorse removes all stain but risks humanity. There's a lot of things here I don't quite understand. Okay, we hit the sleep action. Okay, we're sleeping. Then what? Okay, we sleep again. We sleep again. Okay, we wake up. It's 8 PM. Alright, we're going to go back to here and we're going to hunt. Should you give in to the beast and kill your victim? No, we leave them alive. You're not able to find a suitable victim. Okay, but we've claimed that area, so... Alright. Let's move into the next area. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here. Let's have a look. What's this doing? Okay, brother. So I claim that area, and I've got my little marker there. Let's move here. Let's enter the district. Okay, so it's what? It's 3 a.m. I've gone to my haven. I sleep again. Sleep 3 times. Ooh. Okay. Okay, we can waken. Let's go there. I need to wake up one scene earlier, don't I? To enter the district, and let's attack someone nearby. Okay, we're into a rumble. Here we go. We've got brawl, firearms, or melee. Well, we've got Gangster Bob or Gangster James, both humans with health 6. I don't like the look of Gangster Bob. I'm going to go with a brawl, straight brawl. Those zombies look hot, don't they? Yeah. I don't think these are zombies. They're just it's a little down here. There's a little damage thing in the bottom left-hand corner. I missed my attack. Okay, so this is a fight. What? We don't seem to be doing that well in this fight. Yeah, vampires. Vampires, yeah. I'm not sure these are just humans. We're going to switch up to firearms. Let's go. Gangster James missed their attack. 4 mile kick Gangster James. Gangster James finished their action. 4 mile missed their attack. For God's sake, man, kill him. I don't think we've hit him yet. And vampire looking humans, exactly, yeah. Okay, I gut punched him. He slashed me. God damn, he slashed me. I slapped him. Combat has ended. Okay, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's like Pokemon, but humans it is. There you go, I don't know what actually happened there. We seem to do a lot of slapping and kicking. I don't know if I lost anything there from doing that. 12 a.m. We've got time to another attack. We're going for Gangster Bob this time. Go straight for a brawl. Okay, so he's got higher initiative than me. He gets first attack. Okay, he missed his attack. I slapped him. I'd slap them. Okay, I'm not sure why we're fighting people. I think we just go. But I have to keep fighting until the end. Right, firearms next. I don't know why I'm fighting people. Let's finish off in melee. I don't know what else to say. I'm certainly not a street fighting man. Okay, let's escape back to my haven. I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep. We're gonna sleep. We're gonna wake up now. Okay, so we're ready to go. Alright, so I'm not sure about the bar. I got slapped a lot going to the bar. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to expand my area of influence. Is that right? Let's go there then. Let's survey the district. Again, we get a bit more information here, which just seems sort of very specific information about the sort of industrial capacity and the sort of what's going on in the area. It's from Wikipedia. Okay, so we investigate now and we claim the district. We claimed it. And now we've got to go to bed. Escape to Haven. Okay, so we Hunger 2. We'll sleep. And then we'll wake up. So we're ready to go. Then we're going to go here. Into the district. Survey the district. Investigate the district. Attack. Okay. He's a vampire. Okay, we've got Simon Goff. Or Simon Go. Let's brawl. But we're making some headway. But I know when... Did we win? Did we win? No, we're going to let's escape to the Haven. Okay. So, what's the deal with this place? Can we not control it? Investigate it? Survey it? We did the investigate. A coterie member in area. Yeah, there's repair. We can't stay out anymore, can we? Well, yeah, can we? As you can tell, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing now. What combat? Okay. Okay, so this is the alkali flat. Enter the district. Let's investigate. Action result failure. Okay, I didn't notice that before that happening. Surveyed it. Investigate. Investigate. So what happens if we stay out at sunrise? Okay, flood to haven. You have escaped. Where are we running to, by the way? When we leave, where's our haven? Okay. Let's go a bit further afield. Let's go to Sutter's Fort. So, go there, enter the district. We survey the district. That works. We investigate. Roll depends on area. That failed. I'm going to investigate again. That failed. I'm going to investigate again. That failed. So we're at the daytime now. We can be at the daytime, can't we? Let's hunt then. Let's kill our victim. Ooh, what's that? On alert. Okay, so there's a little alert popped up there from when we killed someone, I guess. So how do I take this district? I can't. Okay. Was it going to attack someone? I'm not sure what I'm doing anymore. I like it though. The game is full of stuff to do. It seems quite complex. It's just that I don't really grasp exactly what I'm meant to be doing at the moment. But to me it seems like you should be taking these sort of areas and expanding your influence. Let's go to my haven and sleep. Okay, now I can walk around in the daytime, can't I? So it's fine. We can just... let's do a remorse. We've got any stains? We've got no stains. Let's have another sleep then. Well, let's get up. Let's go somewhere. We've done the bar. What have we tried here? Survey district. Okay, that worked. Investigate. So these are failing these investigations. Okay, so it's the bridge district and it's run by the ratbags, and now I hunt. Okay. Feed without killing your prey. Okay, there's a little alert symbol there. So, yeah, right. Let's go into this district. Let's investigate. Let's escape them. So that's us there. Let's go into this district. I'm just running amok now, going into districts. Let's survey it. Okay, Southside Park, let's investigate. So it's run by the ratbags as well. Let's hunt. Okay, let's sleep. Okay, so this is the land park. We investigate. Got a success. And claim the district. Wait a minute, we'll come back from that. The area is on alert and cannot be claimed. Okay, right. Okay. Let's go there then. Let's investigate the district. Failure. Oh. Why am I failing these? That's what I'm not sure about. But you get on alert things from doing that. Okay, let's investigate it. Actually, I'm Nosferatu, aren't I? I'm not Thinblood. I shouldn't be wandering around in the daytime. I keep thinking I was Thinblood. I think that was the last game. Okay, and it's on alert. So I've sort of ringed myself in alerts there, haven't I? Pondering Minds, you haven't been able to watch this as much. Are you liking it? I am liking it, because it's totally different from the other games. And I like that stark difference. I just like to come up with a completely different view to it. And it's almost like, I said, it's almost like those games where you play like responders, you know, like police or whatever. You've got that sort of city map and you're going around areas. But whether I'm understanding it perfectly or not, I'm not sure. I think I'm probably feeling my way through like a blind man fumbling around in the dark. Not that it being dark would affect a blind man, but there you go. But you seem to have to take areas of the city to consolidate your power. I'm getting pretty hungry up there. If waking up with 6 hunger, so you'll fall into a torpor. So I'm not going to be able to get on with this much longer. I've got to kill someone. Let's try killing Kerry. I don't seem to be doing. Did I win that? Did I win that? Or did I die? Okay, I'm not sure. I've come down to attacking women in sheets. That's what I've come down to. All right. I'm not sure now. I'm in trouble. I'm on the run now. Let's go to Cal Expo. Let's investigate. I'm just walking around in the. I'm completely ignored the fact that I'm a vampire. I'm just walking around in the daytime at the moment. Come on. So I try, and then it comes up on alert. So once I've tried a few times to look around, is that because I'm doing it in the daytime? These alerts are coming up. Let's head to my haven. This is going to be bad now. Because if I sleep a number of times, we get a roll on my hunger, and it might kill me. I don't think it did. Into that district. I don't want to attack you. That doesn't go well. Okay, well, I think I've demonstrated, sorry, my complete lack of understanding of what really I'm doing there. I like it though. I think I need to go back and read the notes on how to properly do this. I think these alerts are coming up and I'm not able to take or investigate those districts. And I think that's because I'm doing it in the daytime, because I'm an idiot, because I'm a Nosferatu and I should be doing it at night time. It seems to be working better than the combat. I don't get the combat at the moment. I don't seem to do any damage or get any damage done to me in the fights. So, but these things are incomplete. They're, you know, their game's done in a very quick amount of time. What is done within that amount of time is amazing. Really like this. I think it's a totally unique look at this jam, and definitely worth playing. I'm going to save that, and we're going to quit. Okay, so that was Sacramento by Night. What'd you say? I picked my stream bugged on your side. Don't know why. And that was by Regame Dev. Right, so check it out. I think we've just probably got time for the last one, which is Blood Shift. I think it's a detective story. It's possibly another visual novel. This is it looks a little bit different to that. Yeah, this is by Tribar. It's a detective visual novel with interesting clue mechanics, which drew me to it because I like that. Decisions can turn the tide. Be careful. Controls, you select answers using your mouse. During the clue mechanics, drag and drop photos and phrases to build right chain and correct inference. Reboot your browser or game to start over. Music and arts were created by us during the jam. In-game sounds were taken from a source. Okay, so that's by Tribar, and let's have a look. Blood Shift. So again, while it boots, if you're watching this on YouTube, remember to hit the like and subscribe button if you can. And this has all been recorded from my Twitch stream, so you should see a link on the banner at the top for my Twitch page. If you go there and hit the follow button, you'll see me play more games like this, along with my ragtag bunch of friends who play with me. Okay, let's hit new game. So remember, all visuals and all sounds were made within the Game Jam's timetable, which is 30 days. So someone made this tune. I cannot recall the last 2 days, or was it? I'm just going to raid pop it. Okay. Just go. Missed that first page. Right, I found a note and address with address and a message. Your new job written out. I guess I need a job. That's the right thing to do. I went at the place. There was only one door. Wasn't locked. Nobody was in there. Job is easy. Don't worry too much about making mistakes. Sorry for letting you work on your own. Very busy, but I promise I'll help you out as soon as I'll have a free time. Daniel Administrator. I still feel dizzy. What happened in those last 2 days? Fuck, I can't remember. Never mind. For now, I need to go concentrate on my task. The night felt like a never-ending roller coaster of scratches, sounds and noises that were breaking the silence like a lightning before storm. Sitting here in the dim light and surrounded by darkness, the clock on the wall helped me feel every second that passed. I felt a cold breeze. Somebody opened the door. Steps approaching. Okay. Cheery lady. Oh, hello there, sweetie. Nice to see a new face. Would you treat Scarlet well, won't you? Me, should I? Should I? Well, of course you're not a fool like that squirrel girl before, right, huh? Squirrel girl? She also looked like shit the last time I saw her. You came here to talk? Oh, straight to the point. I like that. Listen, I need a pack, but I'm kind of short on funds. See what I mean, hun? But Scarlett's totally reliable, referring to herself in the third person. Everyone knows that. First customer and already asking for a freebie. Well, why not, eh? You could have it, but you owe me. No can do, hun. Ain't running a charity. You can have it, but you owe me. Yeah, I handed her the pack. What? What pack? Is this a blood bank? Scarlet, you played well, Hunt. You know who rolls with Scarlet climbs high in this world. Is this a blood bank? Pack of what? Somehow I really doubt that. Peace out. I think I have some free time. Maybe I should look around. Look through the first drawer or look through the second drawer. Look through the first drawer. Stretch. Remember to stretch. Oh, I found an old newspaper. Nothing of interest. I think I have some free time. Maybe I should look around. Look through the second drawer. I looked through a second drawer. Some papers, magazines, surprisingly a basic anatomy textbook. So my past went through me like a wave. I know this book by heart. I used to be a medical student. I glanced through pages, wanted to hold on to my memories. A few pages into, I noticed that the text is wrong. Someone changed the pages, although kept the images, like in a very discreet way. The message was scattered across the paragraphs, but I started to make out something. To a sad soul in my place, I am sorry this happened. I think you might not remember much. That's true, dear diary. This could be a lot to take in, but you got turned. You are now what they call a ghoul. And they, I mean vampires, kindred. A ghoul is not a vampire, but not a human anymore. Can I do my get form outfit after this? This is the last story. But I will take the liver attack, thank you very much. What the fuck is that? There were a whole lot more about vampire and their society, drinking human blood, drinking vampire blood, whatever. Must be some kind of fanfic or something. Something else caught my eye. The one who made you like this is a psychotic freak. He wants to be called Regnant only. He doesn't come often. You'll know him when you see him. Suddenly the figure appeared. I didn't hear the door or the footsteps. Must have drowned in the book. I quickly put it away. Here we got. Roll up, roll up. Menacing figure. I see you found your place of purpose. Let's see if you're capable. The voice got me the chills, but in the worst way. I felt attached and disgusted at the same time. Hey, who the hell are you? Menacing figure. Have I damaged your brain that hard? That would be a pity. So much work wasted. Now, what is the proper way to address your master? Okay, wait a minute. What am I doing here? Serves was embraced by I was embraced by him. It doesn't. Me serves as a ghoul for him. So this is real. The message was to me. Okay, I have to obey to survive for a while being. That's all I know for now. Alright, okay. So this is some kind of test, sir? Fuck you, insight. Regnant, I obey, let's do that. Now do your purpose. I think I just caught a hint, a glance of something darker, something primal. I felt a slight feeling of addiction and the sound of door slammed once again. Who's this? Brutal guy. Usual? Not a hello, nothing. Guy went straight to the point with a strong accent. Usual? I'm kinda new here. What's your usual? Give big blat pack. Dude struggled with each word. I kind of felt like an asshole for asking. I checked the fridge and saw the large package with a sticky note. For Lev. You're Lev, right? Yes. Take. He handed me a fat roll of cash. I guess it's alright then. Word. I handed in the package. Good. See you, Lev. Come back soon. Lev left. I looked at the note from Daniel. I gave the pack. The price was right. I served the purpose. It felt right. The night was still young. A few more visitors came. I felt a lot more confident talking to them. There was already a 3 a.m. Okay, time flies by really fast when you're busy. I started to feel sleepy. I think I closed my eyes for a second. Uh-oh. The knock on the window ended my nap. Me, what? Wait, what the... There was a girl behind the window, the veil slightly lifted from my past. It was Tina, the missing student from my course. She was missing for 3 months or so. Shit, I thought you were dead. That was my line. Tina, shut up and listen. I risk every second being here. I'm not going to keep that voice up. I'm not going to do it. That's not a job, but slavery. And you're going to have as much free will as a cabbage soon if you don't act first. Watch closely on that regnant freak. Note every weakness, anything. Wait, how'd you know all that? Tina, damn it, figure that out, would you? And read the stuff I left you closely. I'll be back in a week, don't get careless. Bye, Tina. She left in a hurry. She was worried and constantly looking around. It was really strange. She said to figure it out. Let's see. Oh, what? Okay, wait a minute. What? I've got to do stuff here. So, what? Tina used to work for Regnant. Comes together now. Okay, Tina worked here before me. She left a message. That's all I know for now. Some time passed. I started feeling uneasy, like something was approaching me. Yes, it was him. He's back. Hey, Reggie. What's happening? What's shaking, baby? What have we here? The girl was here. I could smell it. Me. Reggie. What does she want from you? Me. We talked briefly about politics. She said she would come by later to give her address so we could meet up after hours. Did she really? Very well. As soon as you get the location, I want to know it. Me, I understand. Peace out, Reggie. He left. Now I need to wait and see. I served the purpose for another week. Tina was nowhere to be seen. I looked at the clock. It was 2 a.m. sharp, and that's when I heard another visitor. Oh, hello, shadowy figure. He didn't feel like a visitor to me. He approached the window and was silent for a few seconds. I asked first. Can I help you? Reserve man. Maybe you can. Me. Shoot. I had description given to me about a man with the glasses and a red scarf that was seen in this area. Have you seen someone like that? Do you like the voice? It just came out of nowhere, didn't it? Now some shady shit for a change. What if I did? Need to refresh my memory, mister. Okay. What if I did? Then you would be of great help to us. Okay. Here's the number. Any relevant information is precious. And he's gone, didn't give me his name. We left to check the card he gave me. Dawn Cleaning Service. Is it some nasty undercover stuff going on? Who knows? Maybe I will keep it. I like the music, by the way. Good music. I like this. I haven't stopped to say I like it. I like this. I like this the mechanisms within the visual novel. I like any sort of visual novel trickery that goes along. It's all cool. So I play Papers, Please, and it reminds me of Papers, Please. God knows how long it was before she finally appeared. Hey, Tina's back. Hey, Teeny. What's shaking, baby? Where the hell have you been? You said a week or so. I think the gin's getting to me. No time for this. You've got something on the freak. Oh, yeah. Was there something to make the guy vulnerable? Oh, vulnerable. Vulnerable. You need to check the spelling on that. It's vulnerable. A stake to the heart or silver bullets? Silver bullets is werewolves, right? Stake to the heart. That would only stun him. And good luck getting close to the guy. Think there must be something. Oh God. He is looking for him. This guy's looking for Regnant. Maybe we can use him. That's all I know for now. There was a guy asking for him. What guy? I gave her the business card. Right, that's good. That might work. There is risk, but there is no other way. Tell you what, I'll settle this all up. I'll contact you in a day. Bye, Tina. She's gone. And so she did. She sent me a note with an address and a message. Send the freak here to find me. I've let Regnant know I have information for him. He finally arrived, and not a minute too soon. Hey Reggie, what's shaking? You have this devious look I haven't seen before. He's a Cockney, isn't he? He's a Cockney, Reggie is. That's what he is. He's from London. You have this devious look I haven't seen before. Is there something you want to tell me, son? Hey? Eels. Yes, Reggie, because I know where to find her. Are you off, Epic? Even behind those glasses, I knew his eyes sparkled with wicked pleasure. It's now or never. We're not going to tell him it's a trap, is it? He's the bad guy. This is the address. The plan actually worked. The guy was an agent from some new Inquisition organisation. Reggie got caught, and I hear some time ago someone gave him his final death. Final death, okay. And as for us, we found a new master, and I think we are going to climb high in this world. Thanks for playing the game. There are multiple endings available. Try to find all of them. Okay. We got Reggie killed. Is that a good thing? I came to light Reggie. He was a Cockney geezer, wasn't he? He was a Cockney geezer. He was a little bit handful, but he was good. I liked him. Alright, oh, God, that shut that down. Okay. That was Bloodshift. That was by Tribar. I really liked that one. That was really good as well. So, five cracking games there. Unfortunately, the one that I couldn't get to run that well was Sacrament, which was just a little bit jerky. It was actually alright on my screen, but in terms of the stream, I could see it was really jerky on the stream. I'm not too sure why that is. Which is a shame, but it was a good game. Looked quite good. So yeah, 5 very different games. A couple of visual novels in there. There were 3, I suppose. But each of them different in their own respect. And as you can see, there were 88 entries for the Masquerade Jam. I've played 10 of them now. Some lend themselves to playing on stream. Some are sort of text-based, so they're sort of harder to sort of go through. But yeah, quite a few games. A lot of interest in this jam, and rightly so. The prices are quite high. So if you want to play any of those, yeah, it auto closed at Epic. Yeah, it did. If you want to play any of those, just head over to itch. It's quite easy to find. Go to the Explore button, and at the top there'll be jams, and in there you'll see the various jams that are ongoing at the moment. This jam has just finished, so it finished a couple of days ago. So you'll have to go back a little bit to find it. And there's lots of current jams as well. So lots of stuff, and itch is a brilliant place to go and play stuff. So go check it out. Go play the games. Play these people's games. Give them some feedback. They deserve it. So again, if you were watching this on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button and please subscribe. Always good. I'd like to get to 200 subscribers at some point this lifetime. And it's all been recorded on my Twitch channel. So you can find a link to the Twitch channel on the banner artwork. And go to the channel and hit the follow there as well. You'll be able to see more of this. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks a lot for watching. And I will, I might even do a third Vampire the Masquerade Jam. Or I might just do one that has the winners. So when the winners come out, there'll be, I think there's, let me have a look at the jam. Let me just go back to that. Just click this link. Bip, 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 bip. Bip, 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 bip. Okay, So there's going to be a first, second, a third place for it. So I might just do a stream where I play the 3 winners if I haven't played them already. I think I might have played one of the winners already. Just on the basis of looking at the games, I think one of them definitely might be a winner already. So maybe in the top 3 anyway. But yeah, there you go. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Thanks again, and I'll see you all soon. All right, bye bye.